DC here. Hi guys. Okay, this is going to be a response video to the BlueFlamingo's latest vid, I Believe in God. Yeah, okay, I'll start right off. First thing is that today it's been 1 year since I've been making videos. I've been on YouTube before, but it's my anniversary vid. Why am I touching on this subject? Because up to now I've talked on and off about believing in God or not. You know I do. But why am I touching on it now? Well, actually, just because BlueFlamingo made one, I thought it would be a good response, actually. And different people have asked me over the year, why are you a Christian and so on. I can't answer all those questions, and I mean, it's 10 minutes maximum vid. Okay, do I believe in God? Yes, I do. I believe in Trinitarian God, and I believe in the God of the Bible, and that's that. Okay, now, does that make me a bigot? Is that somehow what comes out often, actually? And I hope the answer is no. Why would I bother believing in God? Why not? I mean, it's more difficult actually not to believe in God than to believe in God. I can answer offline some of these questions maybe, but the fact is that it would take just as much proof to disbelieve as to believe. Do I bother looking at the facts? Yeah, I do, actually. I'll show you a book, for example. This one here, Richard Dawkins, The God Delusion. I mean, as soon as this book came out, I got it. I read it. Why? Not to be convinced both ways. It's because if you're an intelligent person, you read. You read pros and contras. And I mean, as much as I like reading Dawkins, this was really not one of his best books. He can do a lot better things. There's some very important scientists, actually, contemporary scientists, which are believers. Francis Collins, head of the NIH, National Institute of Health in the States, and one of the leading men in the Human Genome Project. He's a Christian. Means that we're not all idiots. Okay. On the other hand, I mean, why follow the Christian life? I guess you can always say you can always follow the golden rule one way or another. I think that Jesus is not only a unique teacher, because I think that's really shortchanging him. I consider Jesus as God. But once again, I mean, his teachings are nevertheless very unique. And the Bible as a whole, and not taken in little bits and pieces, and that's just actually a favorite theme of people that like to dismember it. You don't dismember the Bible, it's a whole. And its story is from the beginning to the end. One of the things, a few books actually I should say, Laugh Again, Chuck Swindoll, really brings a little bit my philosophy of life, actually. It's based on the book of Philippians, this book, but I mean, it means basically, try and be content with what's in your life. It's not always going to be easy. That would be terribly naive to think that, oh, I'm a Christian and everything will go well. I'm not a prosperity gospel person. I don't believe that. I think that actually, I mean, being Christian is your way of life. It's your belief, and it doesn't make you perfect. I think like myself, actually, there's a lot of Christians that are everything but perfect. None of us are. Look, I'm even drinking a VB. So I mean, if I'm drinking a VB, that proves I'm not a teetotaler. I never was. Don't come from a family that was. I come from a family actually that originally, father's side is Catholic, mother's side is Anglican, and in my early adult years, I left the Catholic Church and espoused, actually, in a way, the Brethren movement. And before you start screaming, those who know churches, actually one of the reasons that I went towards the Brethren movement at the time was that I was not actually anti-clerical, but I felt that I was a responsible adult also in my faith, and that I was able to go by the teachings of the Bible, of what I found was sound dogma, and I didn't automatically need to be led by a priest. Now, having said that, I mean, when I did my studies, a lot of my friends, I don't know how many minutes I'm going on here actually, it's probably moving with the webcam. In my studies actually at the university, a lot of my friends were wondering, you know, what are you doing there? I mean, you need a crutch. I don't find Christianity as a crutch. But you know, a good friend is not a crutch. It's a support. That's how I see Christianity as well. Wisdom, support. There's a lot of things. I'm certainly going to miss out on a lot of things. So I'll give you on a secret actually here, is that at the end, towards the end of my PhD, actually, I was rebaptized as an adult. For me, it was a signal and a symbol of my beliefs. I left Canada when I lived in England, and I was in a Brethren church over there in Oxford, and it was a really open church. A lot of fun. Yes, I went in pubs, and I went with other Christians in pubs, and we were normal people, because, I mean, a Christian is supposed to be a normal person. I know some of you will say you're not supposed to live outside the world, you're supposed to be different. Doesn't mean that you're going to have to reject everything around you. No, no. When I came to Switzerland, actually, I didn't join a Brethren church, because the Brethrens here are more close-minded, and you know, like women separate from men and so on. And I think you've seen by now that's not my style. I mean, you've seen the crazy vids I do. Do I act like somebody who's a bigot? And do I act like somebody who doesn't like to have fun? And I try to say that that's my way of being a Christian, actually, is being myself, being authentic, being empathic. And when somebody wants to talk to me about Christianity, I'll come to them. I won't hide it. I won't try and say I'm not ashamed. I won't force it down your throat, but I will chat when it's time. And that's the way I see it. I mean, that's the way I see my faith. I could talk a lot about redemptive work, the cross, and so on. I'm not going to do that. I'm not trying right now to make an evangelization video. I'm just trying to say why I believe, who I am, and I can bring on the subject another time if you desire, but I don't want to turn my channel into a Christian channel. It's my channel, it's the way I live, it's my life, and it's part of my life. So I don't have to make it anything special. It's who I am. It's part of what I am, and take it or leave it. But you know, I think if you get to know me, you just take it. I mean, some people drink, I drink. Some people have fun, I have fun. I don't swear much, but I can say other things. Okay, so I guess, you know, that's getting on. Oh yes, one book also, The Blessing. For me, it was an important book. Bless those that you know, bless those that you love. Blessings doesn't mean, you know, like making a sign of the cross on top of them. It means caring for them and showing them through acts and through words that they're important, that they're real people. That's it. There's certainly a lot more that I could have said. I've forgotten a lot, but this is about it for the moment. This is my first year anniversary video on YouTube, at least making vids. DC signing off, and take care.